A true soldier must be forged from childhood. This is no kindergarten. Every child is given a number and guarded by armed personnel, and they are not allowed to speak unless spoken to by a superior. This was the 5th year of the soldier program. They endured strict and brutal training, showing no mercy at all, because mercy was a weakness, and weakness meant death. Obedience was their highest law. Todd was one of these soldiers, and his performance was always outstanding. By the 12th year, anyone who fell behind in training could not expect help, and the weak were eliminated immediately. In the 16th year, on the live-fire range, they could not feel the slightest sympathy for enemies or even hostages. Training ended in the 17th year, and each soldier's name and information was branded onto their face for easy control. In the 38th year, Todd and his fellow soldiers were already battle-hardened veterans. They had fought in the Battle of 6 Cities and the Moscow Incident, showing no mercy even when hostages were involved. In the 40th year came the Battle of Planet Argentina. After seizing the planet, the soldiers stood ready for their next mission, and they were already 40 years old. Just then, the colonel introduced a new generation of genetically enhanced soldiers to replace the veterans. He claimed the new recruits were stronger, faster, and had better endurance and reflexes. However, the captain refused to believe the experienced veterans should be discarded. The colonel then arranged a competition between the old and new soldiers to prove his point. In shooting and endurance training, the new soldiers easily outperformed the veterans. Even Todd, with his amazing stamina, could not keep up. A fight broke out between 3 veterans and 1 new soldier. One by one, the veterans fell to their deaths. Todd lasted the longest and blinded the new soldier in one eye, but he was defeated in the end. The 3 veterans' bodies were treated like trash and dumped on a remote planet known as the Trash Planet. As the bodies were being unloaded, Todd suddenly woke up, but he was still abandoned on the wasteland. The entire planet was covered in garbage from across the galaxy. A violent storm swept through, and Todd struggled to stay alive. He soon found a wrecked spaceship and discovered a small group of humans living inside. Another powerful storm hit, and Todd was thrown down the stairs and knocked unconscious. The colonists held a meeting and decided to take him in and nurse him back to health. Mace and his wife were chosen to take care of him. Sandra, curious about the markings on his body and his strong build, gave him medicine and soon realized he was a trained soldier. The next morning, Mace was playing with the children and woke Todd up. The colonists tried to talk to him, but he gave no response, only a cold, empty expression. Still, he ate steadily, staying perfectly upright and continuing to eat without stopping, following only the oldest instinct of a soldier, to survive.